Alright, welcome back guys. This will be our third matchup of the day between Test Alliance and Exodunks. We have 30 seconds to match start. Our blue team Exodunks has showed up to the field with 2 Chronos, 2 Enyos, Mollis, Augurer, Myrmidon after banning Crucifier and Sentinel.
Hey, this is Seldrin, the Test Alliance team. They've warped their entire team in at 50 kilometers. We have 2 Vargars, a Basilisk, a Kitsune, a Harpy, 2 Jaguars, and another Harpy.
It looks like we're just about to go here. Interesting on the Test Alliance side, they banned Sleipnir Naga, and we will see how this plans out. It'll be a battle of Marauders.
Exactly, and from the blue team bans, they've banned 2 tracking disrupting ships, a Crucifier and a Sentinel, so with their blaster battleships, tracking is something they are worried about, and the match is off. We see the Mollises of the blue team kiting out of range. We see the red team sort of holding, although they have now turned around and are piling in.
I have a personal shout out here, Sturm Guerrero. He was a former member of Stimulus a long time back and recently left for Exodus. I know this guy and I have faith he's going to do well, so Test should watch out for him. Already see damage coming down on one of the Molluses and a little bit of shield damage on one of the Chronoses on Exodunk's side, but no real appreciable damage on either side going down.
But look at the Augur. The Augur of Nixer is taking damage. We can note that an Augur now is a logistics Tech 1 cruiser from the recent expansion, so it's a very potent little repping machine for not many points. And we've got some big damage going into the Kronos of Sabotage. So it appears the main primary now is the Kronos of Sabotage, and not much damage.
Duckrat's Basilisk actually taking a little bit of damage, but he's ASB fit and boosting it back. I saw him drop to about half shields and back up again, so looks like the Sabotage Kronos is taking quite a bit of damage now, though. I'm not sure if the Augur is going to be able to keep up. There were damps on the Vargars saving the Kronos from damage initially, but now that they're in range, we'll see what happens. If Duckrat goes down first, that might be a turning point, but we'll see.
Yeah, that Kronos is stabilizing. There's a lot of rep drones in the field as well, so it's not just the reps on the Augurer. But an Augurer, it's not the same as a Guardian. It's not as much cap and it can't put out as much repping. So if his cap runs out, that could be a problem.
Indeed, it looks like cap is the issue the Basilisk is having right now. The Chronos both have newts on him, and I do not see any effects for invuln, so he's just ASB with no resist, and you see him, all of his armor gone. He is still boosting, but that'll be just a matter of time. Another 2 volleys or so, and he should be off the field. And half structure now, and he's gone.
Yep, exactly. I'd say the biggest problem for the Basilisk right now is he is no longer in a Basilisk. And we see an Enu taking damage as well, so they're trying to get rid of some support on the blue team. But with that Basilisk gone, it looks like things just may have started to sway on the side here of the blue team.
Indeed, and looking at those 2 Chronos, they have energy transfer between them, so what they're doing is they're generating cap for each other. 2 energy transfers on one another will actually create cap out of thin air, so they're cap transferring each other to permanently run their newts and WD and blasters on those Chronos, using the 3 utility high slots to do that effectively.
Exactly, and the blue team here are just mopping up the support, just to leave the big ships in the field. And it appears the Vargars, they're still plunking away at this Kronos. There's a lot of drones taking damage on the Augurer, but
they do need to watch boundaries. They are getting a little far off. I see one of the Kronos at 110 for me now, 105, and the Vargars at 107, Kitsune 115. So they are skirting danger out there near the edges, but hopefully we don't see any boundary violations. We should have all learned our lesson on that from
exactly.
there.
And that Augurer is down now, so there is no logistics on the field for any team. And that Vargar is in half shields. So without that logistics, all he's relying on is his own local ancillary rep. And when he runs out of cap charges and he runs out of cap, that is going to stop.
Sabotage is taking a fair bit of damage now. He's at half armor and there's nothing left to rep him, so he is in trouble now too. This could really change depending on if the Vargar drops or if Kronos drops first. It could really change the way this fight goes.
Well, he is being repped. It appears there is some repping going on there. Could that be one of the new ancillary armor reppers in field?
Indeed.
Yep, the Vargar is in armor now, and when you're a shield tanking Vargar, armor is not where you want to be. And it looks like he'll be going down in a matter of seconds now.
Yeah, it appears he's on a reload cycle.
Yep, this Vargar is going to be dropping any second. And it looks like with the loss of that Vargar, it's definitely in the favor now of the blue team.
Indeed, the Chronos Sabotage has pulled his armor completely back, so most likely you are right, it was an ancillary armor repper on his side there. And I guess they lost it Enu just now, but 2 Chronos on the field, and they should really have no problems mopping this one up. Mollis
Yeah,
boundary violated, I'm sorry. So that was a boundary. So they are actually getting pretty close. I see Varger at 125. I'm curious to see how far he has before he explodes. And there he goes. That would be a boundary violation on his part as well, if I'm not mistaken. He went 100 to 0.
like rats from a sinking ship, they are throwing themselves out of boundary.
Do you want to get this one over with and get on with the match so they can come back in with a new setup and try to bring it back even?
Exactly.
Exodunks, I should say, has had a very decisive victory here. They did lose a few ships early on, but with a close range setup against a Varger setup, you're going to have that happen. You're going to have to lose a little bit as you get in the range. Looks like the Kitsune just got itself scrammed. It should be going down shortly.
Yeah, it's a very one-sided battle. It was touch and go for a moment, but at the end now it's firmly in the hands of the blue team, with their two damage-dealing ships both there, plunking away at these enemy frigates who are just dying.
No, Kitsune is doing a pretty good job of keeping Sabotage jammed out, from what I can tell. Keeping him rather frustrated, probably, over there spamming his lock button. But I'm not sure it's going to matter. They may lose some frigates. Exodunks may lose both their frigates here, but there goes there goes the Kitsune. So just two Harpies now. It
Yeah,
should
we've
be
got a
over.
selection of light and medium damage drones on the field here from the blue team, so they're taking care of those frigates. Plus, yeah, I think it'll be all over for this Harpy very soon. There's a swarm of drones after him.
There was a scram on him. There he goes. Shields melting.
So, yeah, when this Harpy goes down, that means the victory will go to the blue team, which is Exodunks. But this being a best of 3 matchup, this will be the first victory. So Exodunks, to take the match, will need to beat Test Alliance one more time. And if Test wants to win this match, they're going to have to beat Exodunks 2 more times.
Indeed. And hopefully we'll have a quick transition here. We are running a little behind schedule. We're conscious of that, believe me, as somebody who wants to get lunch. I want to see this keep going. So there's the match over. We'll hopefully for another toe-to-toe knockout dragout next time around, and we'll be back with you here in just a few minutes to see whether or not Exodus takes it in 2, or if they have to go on to 3 to fight it out for the